Hey there, wrestling fans and movie buffs. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got something special for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like when your favorite wrestlers step out of the ring and into the world of movies? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of professional wrestlers doing what they do best, performing their finishes. But this time, on the big screen. Get ready for 10 times wrestlers did their finishes in a movie. But before we jump into it, here's a thought-provoking question for you. How do you feel when you see your favorite wrestler execute their signature move in a movie? Does it get your adrenaline pumping or make you burst into laughter? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion started. In Ready to Rumble, we travel back to the 90s, a time when wrestling was at its peak and the WCW was all the rage. This movie is a real treat for wrestling fans as it features a star-studded cast, including DDP, Goldberg, Randy Savage, and more. But here's the real kicker. We get to see these wrestling legends perform their iconic finishing moves right there on the silver screen. Picture DDP delivering his devastating diamond cutter, or Goldberg unleashing his thunderous jackhammer. It's a moment that'll make any wrestling fan's heart race with excitement. So if you're a fan of wrestling and movies, Ready to Rumble is an absolute must-watch. At number 9, we've got Russell Madness, a movie that's anything but your typical wrestling story. Imagine a talking dog, Russell, trained by a talking monkey named Hunk to become a professional wrestler. It's as bizarre as it sounds. But here's the wrestling connection you've been waiting for. John Morrison, also known as Johnny Mundo, makes an appearance in this unconventional flick. And in one unforgettable scene, he performs his signature move, the Starship Pain, by leaping off the ropes and flattening an opponent, who just happens to be a dog. It's a moment that blends humor and wrestling in the most unexpected way, and it's bound to leave you in stitches. So if you're up for some wacky wrestling action, Russell Madness should be on your watch list. Our number 8 pick takes us into the world of the undead with Wrestlers vs. Zombies. This movie is a unique blend of wrestling and horror, featuring legends like Rowdy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and more. Now, what sets this one apart is the thrill of seeing these wrestling icons take on hordes of zombies. But the icing on the cake is when Kurt Angle, the Olympic hero himself, steps into the fray. In a jaw-dropping scene, Kurt unleashes not one but two of his signature moves. First, he locks in his deadly angle lock, breaking a zombie's leg. Then, he delivers an angle slam, sending another zombie crashing to the mat. It's a spectacle that combines the world of wrestling with the undead, and Kurt Angle's moves look as lethal as ever. Wrestlers vs. Zombies delivers the kind of action you won't find anywhere else. Now, before we move on, there's an honorable mention that deserves our attention. While it doesn't quite make it onto our list proper because it's from a TV show, it's too exciting to overlook. In the sci-fi series Dark Angel, featuring the talented Jessica Alba fighting her way through a post-apocalyptic Seattle, wrestling fans got a delightful surprise. Amy Dumas, better known as Lita from the WWE, made a guest appearance and showcased most of her wrestling repertoire. This included her signature move, the Lita Soul. However, in an unfortunate turn of events during the filming of the season finale, disaster struck. Lita suffered a stinger and sustained multiple cracks in her neck vertebrae while attempting a Lita Kanrana. This incident required surgery and forced her to be absent from the wrestling ring for a grueling 17 months. It's a stark reminder of the risks involved in performing these high-impact moves, even in the world of entertainment. So while Dark Angel gave us a taste of Lita's wrestling prowess on the small screen, it also serves as a reminder of the real-life dangers that wrestlers face when they step into the ring, or in this case, in front of the camera. Moving on to number 6, we have a movie that adds a touch of wrestling to a rather unconventional setting, Girls Gone Dead. Now, this film takes place during spring break, where a group of partygoers is in for a wild vacation in Manatee Creek. But what's unexpected is that Jerry the King Lawler makes an appearance in this wild mix. And of course, when you have a wrestling legend in the cast, you can't resist giving him a moment to shine. In a scene that's as entertaining as it is outlandish, Jerry Lawler performs his signature piledriver move. Yes, you read that right. It's a must-see moment that adds a dash of wrestling action to a rather unusual storyline. Rest assured, Jerry Lawler doesn't shout puppies in this one. Next up at number 5, we have Santa's Sleigh. This 2005 horror comedy features none other than wrestling legend Bill Goldberg in a truly unconventional role. In this film, Goldberg portrays Santa Claus, but not the jolly old St. Nick you're used to. In a surprising twist, Santa turns out to be the Antichrist, wreaking havoc everywhere he goes. Now, what's really exciting exciting for wrestling fans is that Goldberg not only delivers his signature jackhammer, but also spears someone through a glass table. It's an unexpected yet delightful moment that brings wrestling into the holiday spirit in a way you never imagined. Santa's Sleigh is a Christmas movie like no other, and Goldberg's moves add a unique twist to the festive season. Number 4 on our list brings us to a couple of action-packed blockbusters that feature none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. First up, we have Rocky III, where The Rock, in one of his early movie appearances, plays a wrestler known as Thunderlips. In this memorable scene, The Rock delivers an atomic leg drop to his opponent, a move that's a hallmark of his wrestling career. It's an electrifying moment that showcases his charisma and power. But that's not all. In Fast and Furious 7, The Rock takes his wrestling skills to the extreme as he unleashes the Rock Bottom, a move made famous in the WWE by none other than Jason Statham. It's a jaw-dropping sequence that adds a dose of wrestling excitement to the high-octane action of the Fast and Furious franchise. These moments prove that The Rock can electrify any screen, be it the wrestling ring or the silver screen. Our number 3 pick brings us to The Man with the Iron Fists, a movie that's as unique as its title. Directed by Rosa and starring a cast that includes Dave Bautista, this film is a wild ride from start to finish. In this movie, Dave Bautista takes on the role of Brass Body, a formidable character whose skin turns to metal when struck. Now, what's truly thrilling for wrestling fans is that Bautista's famous Batista Bomb makes an appearance. It's a move that wrestling enthusiasts know all too well, and seeing it executed in a movie adds an extra layer of excitement. Watching Bautista perform the Batista Bomb in The Man with the Iron Fists is a treat for wrestling fans and action movie aficionados alike. It's a reminder of his wrestling days and a testament to his versatility as an actor in the world of cinema. Now, let's dive into our number 2 pick, where wrestlers brought their signature moves to the big screen in a way that had fans on the edge of their seats. This one's as real as it gets. In the action-packed movie The Longest Yard, a remake of the 1974 classic, we witness some electrifying wrestling action. And who better to bring the thunder than Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Nash, both wrestling legends in their own right. In a memorable scene, Stone Cold Steve Austin, playing the menacing guard Dunham, delivers his iconic Stone Cold Stunner, a move that became a hallmark of the WWE during the Attitude Era. It's a jaw-dropping moment that adds a hefty dose of wrestling excitement to the movie. But that's not all. Kevin Nash, portraying the imposing guard Engelhart, unleashes his signature powerbomb on an unfortunate opponent. It's a powerhouse move that wrestling fans will instantly recognize. So if you're looking for real wrestlers bringing their real moves to the big screen, The Longest Yard is a must-watch. It's a slamming good time that proves wrestling's impact goes beyond the squared circle and into the world of cinema. Now, for our number 1 spot, we pay tribute to a Mexican wrestling icon, El Santo. If you haven't heard of El Santo, you're in for a treat, especially if you're a fan of lucha libre. El Santo starred in an incredible 52 lucha libre films during his career. Each of these movies was a unique adventure where El Santo portrayed himself as a wrestling superhero, traveling across the country, dispensing justice and defeating monsters. But what truly sets these movies apart is that in each one of them, El Santo showcases his own variation of the camel clutch, his signature move. These films are a nostalgic throwback to the old serials of the 40s, and they have become classics in Mexican cinema. El Santo's finisher, the camel clutch, was the cherry on top of these action-packed adventures, making him a national symbol of justice and honor in Mexico. If you haven't experienced El Santo's legendary movies, you're missing out on a piece of wrestling history. And there you have it, folks. 10 unforgettable moments when wrestlers brought their signature moves to the silver screen. Whether it's the electrifying jackhammer, the bone-crushing Batista Bomb, or the iconic camel clutch, these moments add a unique flavor to the movies we love. And don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow wrestling enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging WWE content and fascinating insights into the world of professional wrestling.